Day 23 of sharing something new I learn every day, sharing lesson and context. Also kind of proud about the poo today, but today's is about how you think about laziness. So I had to rewrite my resume for a position I was applying for, and it was very different from anything I've done or applied to. And if you've ever written a resume, you know that it's tough. You get stuck and it's hard to keep going or even know what to do sometimes, but it gets done. And so I thought back to this one video I saw a bit ago, and credit to Scott Adams, who I got it from. And he says, what if laziness is the habit of thinking about the cost of things or the effort that you need to put into it instead of thinking about the payoff? What if you could reverse laziness by simply developing a habit of thinking more about the reward? And so some of the examples he brings up is, what if you think about the delicious food that you're going to have instead of all of the effort needed to go get it or to make it? And then classic idea of childbirth. What if you think about the beauty of having a family instead of going through the pains of childbirth? So you think about the positive things, and this thinking habit produces dopamine, and that dopamine gets you up and moving and doing your action. And so essentially you need to think about all you do in terms of their benefits. And I really like this video. Lots of credit to him. But let me tell you, it took me hours to get this resume done, and I had points where I just didn't want to do it anymore. I would get up and shake my body just to do something else. But at the end, it felt so amazing to have it done and to submit my application and to look at what's on that resume and say, wow, I've done all of those things. So I thought that quote and that thinking wrapped it up very well, and it's a great mindset to implement. My mind is still blown from that video. Very, very well said by him. So with that, my action for today is actually, funny enough, a very similar situation. I have yet another resume to write for another completely different sphere, but I will be thinking about the outcome of finishing it and presenting it at my audition, which I'm very excited for. So positive thoughts to get that dopamine to do the action and get it done and be happy about it and excited. All right, till tomorrow.